She ain't got no money in the bank.
What is going on, guys? Jack here, and I'm back with yet another video of confirmed and potential transfers. Without further ado, before we get into this video, if you could smash that like button, I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more confirmed and potential transfer kind of videos, and also if you are new around here, you enjoy the content that you're seeing, then why not hit that subscribe button too, guys? I do provide Ultimate Team and career mode content. So the first player we're looking at today is Musiala of Galatasaray. He could be potentially on his way to Manchester United. They've identified him as a target, and again, this could be a potential really good deal for United and a good replacement if David De Gea does go to Real Madrid. United fans, we should be happy with Musiala coming into the club. In a right wing back here, we have got Damian. He is a Torino right wing back, can play on the right too, and he's more of a defensive kind of player. Louis van Gaal has identified him as a Manchester United target also, and apparently a deal has been struck between the two clubs for him to make his way to Old Trafford. United fans, would you be happy for this man to be coming in potentially as a right wing back? I think he'd be a good signing. He's a young player and he has good potential. In the centre back, we do have Angelo Ogbonna. Could be on his way to West Ham United after agreeing a £7 million deal for the centre back of Juventus. A good deal for West Ham, in my opinion. I'm very happy with this one. It looks like it's going through, fending off interest from Everton. Next one we do have, it's a confirmed transfer, is Toby Alderweireld. He has made his move from Atletico Madrid to Tottenham Hotspur, linking up with the likes of Jan Vertonghen. Very good signing for them, and it's definitely a player that they need to come into the team. Solid centre-back, and obviously they have proven partnership with Jan Vertonghen. Spurs have got themselves a really good centre-back there. In the CDM, we do have Yohan Cabaye. Apparently a €13 million bid has been accepted from Crystal Palace to PSG for the services of Yohan Cabaye. Looks like he could be linking up with Alan Pardew yet again, and again it's a very good signing. 29-year-old bags of quality. I would love to see him come to West Ham, but it looks like Crystal Palace have beaten us to this one on this occasion. Next one we do have is Kevin De Bruyne. Excuse him being in CDM, he is actually a centre attacking midfielder, and he is rumoured to be going to the likes of Manchester City. This one has been linked since basically the start of the transfer window, and again it would be an awesome one if it would come true. Love to see De Bruyne back into the Premier League. Quality player, didn't get given his chance by Chelsea. Jose Mourinho obviously has his own visions. De Bruyne wasn't part of it, but if he comes back to the Premier League, De Bruyne or Pogba, I'll be over the moon with. Even one of them, it'll be an incredible piece of business if Manchester City can get him into the club. Next one we do have is a confirmed transfer of Arda Turan. He will be joined up with Barcelona in January when their transfer ban does end. I'm not sure of the fee, but I do know Atletico Madrid do have a buyback clause for a year, I think it is. So a good signing for Barca. I'd like to say him play a more central role, which I think he will be playing when he does actually join up with them, because obviously you're not going to break into the team with Neymar, Messi and Suarez in it. But I'd like to see Turan playing a more central role. He's got the stats of a fantastic centre attacking midfielder, so no, I'd be happy to see him join the club in that role. Next one we do have is a Barcelona midfielder. It looks like it could be on his way out. It is Pedro, and you can't blame him really. In that front three, it's going to be so hard to get regular first team football. He has been linked with moves to Arsenal and Liverpool. It looks like Liverpool are showing more intent to bring him into the club. Liverpool fans, would you be happy for him to join? And Arsenal, do you want him at the club? I think he'd be a great sign for either of these clubs. Next thing we do have is a very unlikely one, but with Turan going away, it looks like that Santi Cazorla is a target for Atletico Madrid. Could make it a hop to La Liga. Personally, I don't think it's going to happen. I think Santi is more than happy to stay at Arsenal, and I don't think Wenger will want to let him go. He's one of the standout players for Arsenal year in and year out. So I can't see this one happening, but if it does, Atletico Madrid are getting a world quality player. Next thing we do have is Harry Kane, apparently rated 14 million by Tottenham Hotspur, and Manchester United are interested in bringing him into the club. Would Manchester United fans be happy to see Harry Kane come in for such a massive price tag, or do you think he's just a one-season wonder? Tottenham fans, do you want to see him go or not? Let me know in the comment section down below. Next one we do have is Alexandre Lacazette. Now this one is a very optimistic one. He has a €30 million buyout clause, and Liverpool are more than happy to activate it. Liverpool obviously struggling to get good and fit strikers into the club. Daniel Sturridge obviously had a injury hit season. Balotelli wasn't firing on all cylinders, and Ricky Lambert had a lacklustre season. So a striker is definitely on the cards here. Alexandre Lacazette could answer all Liverpool's prayers. Moving on to a big one here is Iker Casillas could be on his way to FC Porto. He's welcomed the interest here, and this one looks like it could potentially happen if De Gea does get his move to Real Madrid. Next one we do have is Zakaria Bakali has completed a free transfer from PSV to Valencia. Known for having a poor attitude and wasn't wanted by PSV anymore. He's one of the most sort of young talents around in the world right now today. with the likes of Memphis, being compared with the likes of Memphis Depay and all that, but he hasn't kicked on this season because due to his poor attitude. Can Valencia turn it around, and can the La Liga be his stepping stone to greater things? We have to wait and see. Next one we do have is a completed transfer of Fernando from Shakhtar Donetsk to Sampdoria. Obviously the replacement for Pedro Obiang. A very good sign for them, and hopefully he looks like a really good option to have in centre defence midfield for next season in the Serie A. Next thing we do have is a confirmed transfer of Etienne Capoue from Tottenham to Watford. I believe the fee was agreed between the two clubs, and he has completed his medical. He is now officially a Watford player, and it'll be interesting to see how he performs next season. Next one we do have is Jorginho Wijnaldum. The PSV player, centre attacking midfielder, can play striker too. Linked up really well with Depay last season, had a fantastic season. Looks like he could be a potential target for Newcastle. And would Newcastle fans be happy to see him come into the club? He's a centre midfielder that adds flair to the team, and if he can link up with the likes of Moussa Sissoko and Tiote, that makes a very strong Newcastle midfielder in my opinion. Moving on to a confirmed transfer is Lucas Podolski on his way to Galatasaray. Good signing, a player that I believe still has bags of potential, has got a great left foot on him, and he can cause a ton of problems. Very good signing for Galatasaray, and I'm sure Arsenal fans will be missing Podolski. Next one we do have is the last one. It is the confirmed transfer of Simone Zaza of around about 18 million euros, I do believe, from Sassuolo to Juventus. I probably just butchered that name, but whatever. Yep, a very good sort of player. An Italian that has had a great season, and I'm surprised he didn't get a team of the season, but obviously there was more strikers that had a better season than him in all honesty. But Simone Zaza, I'm interested to see how he does at Juventus, and they've got so many quality strikers now. It's going to be interesting to see who actually does get a game and if they're not going to loan him at. And obviously Domenico Berardi also come back from that club where he was bought from, so I don't know what they're going to do with that one. But for everyone guys, that is going to bring an end to this video. If you did enjoy the video, as always, make sure to smash that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And also, if you are new around here, then why not hit that subscribe button too. I hope you all have a really nice day, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.